Hi there, Lexi Rodrigo here with a new magnetic new marketing tip for you. Now, recently I read something written by Chris Garrett that struck me because of the truth and wisdom that it contains. Are you ready for what it is? Now, here's what I read. No blog is an island. It's very simple and it's very easy to understand. And I like it because the statement for me captures the very reason why I think a blog is essential for people who want to use the internet to create a magnetic web presence. Um, People who want to, you know, uh, build a good reputation and have a website that reflects your expertise, what you're capable of. A blog is so much better than a static website because, by its very nature, a blog forces you to be interactive. And by that I mean not just interacting with your readers, but also with other bloggers out there in the blogosphere. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, oh no, interacting with other bloggers, with my readers, it just means more work, Lexi. Well, I have to agree. A blog is a lot of work compared to a static website. A static website, you create it, you forget it, but also it doesn't help your bottom line so much. Whereas a blog, if you work at it, you end up with a lot of enormous, magnificent content that helps to, set you up as the expert that you are. And there's so many ways that you can make the most of that content later on. Now, also, all this interaction, it does require a bit of investment in your time and effort, but it really will pay off because you're going to attract, profitable partnerships, new friends, even, Now, it's hard to put a dollar amount on how all this interactivity is going to benefit your business, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to add to your bottom line, right? So you don't need to spend like so many hours in a day to interact with your readers and to interact with other bloggers. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 very easy and simple ways that you can make your blog more interactive, and it's not going to take you more than a few minutes every day. I promise that. Are you ready? Okay, here's tip number 1, and this is the easiest. It is simply to link to other blog posts. When you're writing your post, look for blog posts that are relevant to what you're writing about. It could be something that develops a particular aspect of your blog, or of your post, or it could even be a blog post that opposes what you're saying, that's saying the opposite, or that you're disagreeing with, not necessarily, causing any controversy there, but just showing, it's just you showing different points of view. Now, you may say, why would I do that, Lexi? Like, it goes against what other people is saying about SEO and PageRank and all that. And you might lead people away from your blog to that other person's blog. And you know what? That's true. Chances are high that the people reading your blog will click on that link and go to the other person's blog post. And you know what? That's okay. Don't worry about that. Think of it as you are providing good information and linking to other people's blog posts, especially, just link to good ones, right? Um, it just shows that you really care enough to provide your readers what they need to read about the topic that you're writing about, right? And also, there's this thing called trackbacks. Okay, what this means is if blog post A links to blog post B, automatically in blog post B, there's going to be a link back to blog post A. And usually you're going to see this near the comments section. It's going to say something like posts that mention this post. And you know what? That way you can get readers from that other person's blog too. Okay, so tip number 2 is another very simple one: comment on other people's blog posts. Now, I'm sure you have a handful of favorite blogs that you read every day, or every time there's a new post, you go there, read, and comment. And, it's a good idea to comment on these blogs, but also on blog posts of your competitors, other people in your field, um, blogs of people who reach the target audience that you want to reach as well. Now, again, this is going to help bring back readers from that blog to you, and it can help you with your own traffic as well. But also another benefit is that you get the attention of that blog owner. And if, especially if you start commenting regularly and your comments are really good quality, then that blogger will start to know you. Okay, tip number three is to share links to other people's posts. You know, you're probably on Twitter, you're on Facebook, you're on LinkedIn, and you're always updating your contacts about, remarkable posts that you've read. And oh, this is a good thing to link to your commenting as well. After you comment, why don't you send a tweet saying, I just read and commented on this blog post, and then put a link there. So it's really a good way to help spread the love around. Don't just share links to your own blog posts, although of course that is a privilege that you have, but share links to other people's blog posts as well. And this is also a good way of getting the attention of other bloggers. And they'll be more likely to return the favor, should you have a new blog post. Tip number four is guest blogging. Now, there are two ways. Okay, by guest blogging, I mean two things. One is you accepting guest bloggers on your own blog. If you're going to go on vacation or something, you don't want to neglect your blog. Why not invite people who comment regularly on your site, people on your email list, or your online friends to guest post on your blog? It's a good way to give other people exposure, but you know what? They're going to spread the word about that blog post to their own contacts. So it's a good way for new readers to discover your blog. Now, the other way is for you to guest post on other people's blogs. Now, this is a whole nother topic for a blog post or a complete ebook. But it's a good idea to just every so often approach other bloggers with a nice, well written, well thought out blog post that's appropriate to their audience, and offer it to them. Offer it to them for free for them to publish in their blog. And it's a good way for their readers to discover you, and it's also a good way to interact with those other bloggers. And finally, tip number five is to participate in blog memes or blog special events. I know in the early 90s or so, people were doing blog carnivals. I don't see that a lot anymore, but I don't see why we can't have more of that. A blog carnival is like there's a certain theme that you decide on it could be just for a day or a week, a set period of time when all these different bloggers are going to post blogs on that particular theme. And then you help promote each other's blog posts. Now, there's so many other blog memes going on nowadays. I've been part of, blog tags. This is when a person writes a post and then he or she tags other bloggers to respond to that post. The person could pose a question, or it could be like a poll or a particular topic. Then just say, hey, so and so, I'm tagging you in this blog post, and I'd love it if you could write a blog post on this same topic as well. So there you go, 5 very simple and easy ways for you to make your blog more interactive and for you to reach out to other bloggers as well. I hope you found these tips useful, and if you'd like more Magnetic New Marketing tips, do sign up for updates from me by filling up the opt-in form on the side of this website. Thank you very much.